Hi everyone, welcome back to our coverage of UKGE 2025. We're here with Leon from Questiny Games.
Hello.
Leon, we've been talking about getting you on and doing a video for what seems like years now.
Yes.
And every time we see you at a convention, you're absolutely rammed, which is a great thing.
Always a good thing, but also an unfortunate thing when you're trying to have a chat.
Yeah. But we finally managed to sit down with you and have a game of Questiny. We've had a great time. We won. We managed to defeat the bad guy and
You did.
Enter the tower and claim the grand prize. So yeah, thanks for giving us a demo. It was a lot of fun.
It was an epic game. I was very impressed.
Well, I mean, my dice rolling skills
You're a natural.
are apparently renowned across all the kingdoms.
Absolutely.
So for people who don't know a lot about Questiny, why don't you tell us about the game? We've obviously got the completed game in front of us here.
Yes.
So yeah, why don't you go through it and tell everyone what it's all about?
So Questiny is it's my love letter to 80s fantasy. So and I mean that kind of like beyond board games, just the general vibe of fantasy.
So
I grew up in the
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth, exactly. The Labyrinth's in my blood. So and during the pandemic, I wanted to play a board game, and I couldn't quite find a game that I really wanted that did the things that I wanted it to do. And also I was quite up for the creative challenge.
Yeah.
So this is, the Questiny is what came out of that. So it's a dungeon crawler style game, 1 to 4 players. So you can play it solo. So you're not playing, you're playing against the game. So all of the enemies have their own AI and move against you.
Yeah.
It's super easy to learn. So it's the basic mechanics you can pick up as you did in sort of 5-10 minutes. And you really feel like you're actually in the game. It's not like, I've got to play this and like you're learning, you're adventuring. And then there's 2 ways to play. There's a long version or a short version. Either way, you're starting at one end of the map. You have to navigate the moving labyrinths. So this whole section is moving constantly, which creates a nice shifting maze.
Yeah.
You're dodging the swinging axes, which can either axe enemies or, as we've seen as well, axe the heroes. And eventually you're working your way to the tower to have a final battle, reclaim the artifact. And if you're playing the full version of the game, you then have to get the artifact all the way back to the very beginning. So if you're playing the long version, it is very much a 2-part adventure. And the second half is really where it all comes together as well. So yeah. And every single square on the board will trigger a different action. So someone else explained it really well once. They said it's complex, but it's not complicated.
Yeah.
There's enough moving parts, literally, in some cases, to make it feel like there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of strategies, a lot of things that you can try out. But at the same time, it's very accessible, very easy. So actually a lot of families really love it as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a family game, but it's suitable for families.
Yes.
Again, because the kids can pick it up, but the adults feel like they're actually playing a game rather than just a kind of throwaway kids game. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been quite the journey.
It has. Should we go through some of the spaces on the board and just explain what they do?
Yes. So we've got, so these are the axe triggers. So anytime someone triggers an axe, the axes rotate downwards. Obviously, if there's someone under there, they get axed and they have to move back and they lose health. The event cards on the board, if you're a hero, you're going to take a hero event. These are story cards. They might be good, they might be bad. They're there to simulate events in life or on any adventure.
Yeah.
You can't, although if an enemy triggers an event, I'm afraid it's only going to be bad. There is no good because they're evil.
Yeah.
It's bad. So again, all of these have their own self-contained story. Because a lot of people ask as well if it's a role-playing game. And the answer is if you want it to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to role-play, but there is, if you really wanted to, you can. But otherwise, all the story moments are there for you. As long as you can read, you can enjoy the adventure. Along the way, you can pick up these gold pieces, which you can take to the potion sellers and exchange for potions. Again, not all potion sellers are reputable. There are a couple of dodgy potions in there. So you do have to watch your step as well. We've got some trade portals as well. which are really helpful in a game, because if you decide to split the party, never split the party, but if you do, you can actually step into the portals and send resources to other players anywhere on the board. So if you're down here, you could buy a potion and send it to someone that really needs it over there as well. So, and the labyrinths. So if you land on one of these, you roll the d4, and all of these will rotate that number in the direction of the arrow. So it completely mixes up, randomizes that whole section. Yeah. Which again, it creates an interesting puzzle, but there are ways to use it to your advantage as well. So this one, if you land on here, you can pick one of those and rotate it up to 2 times. So it gives you a chance to actually kind of pick and choose where they're gonna be, and use it to your advantage as well. And if you have one way off this side, and if this is facing off this side as well, you can go out of the labyrinth and come back in on this side as well. So again, there's a lot of ways to navigate the labyrinth. I don't think it came up in your game as well. This is a secret exit. Oh. So if you step into this square, you can continue your movement in any one of these going this way. It doesn't work going this way. But again, so although it is a maze, and although it's difficult to navigate, there are ways that you can navigate it as well.
Can the enemies use the go off and come on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if it's the closest way for them to get to whoever they're trying to get to, they will absolutely. There's a few different conditions for the enemies with the labyrinth. If they can also go underneath it. So this pathway here, heroes can't use, but enemies can. So it always gives them an option to get through there as well. And there's also the shadow tower. So if you land on one of these, you roll the d4, and the whole tower itself can actually move 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. Which again, sometimes it can be really annoying if an enemy who does it and you're just there and set up and ready to go. Equally, it can be very strategic. You can use it to your advantage to try and get it away from an enemy, or to try and get it closer to where you're at as well. So there's a lot to play with. You are rolling dice, so there is luck involved, but there's so many things to think about and try out in different ways as well. So
there's also these cool items that you can use to help you as well.
Yes. Yeah, so there's a bunch of legendary items on the board. Some of them are stuck behind these oubliettes, so you have to take this negative in order to get there. Yeah. Some of them you can pick up freely, and the sword is hidden in one of the chests. Oh yes, the chests. So we also have these. These are trap or treasure tiles. So when you land on them, you flip them over, it's either going to be a trap or it's going to be a treasure. And because these are modular, so at the beginning of a game, you put them out randomly. Yeah. So each game, they will also be. So between those and the labyrinths, it really means that half the board is kind of going to be different each time. So again, with replaying, that makes it a lot more interesting as well. And as far as replayability, there's 6 heroes and 12 enemies.
Right.
So because you've got 1 to 4 heroes, you can choose slightly different heroes each time. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you've been working on this for quite a while. What's the sort of long-term plan to get this game into people's hands?
Long-term plan, so where we're at right now, this is brand new. I only got these manufactured copies. They're the first manufactured copies. Oh, wow. I received it last week. So it was the first time I could actually punch out my own components.
Oh, amazing.
Which was really incredible feeling. And we're just trying to build our following. So far, we've been focusing on organic. I'm very active on social media. I like to try to have a personal connection with as many people as possible. Because I think people really appreciate that. I really appreciate that as well. I love to meet people. I love to hear about and experience the game with them as well. But we're going to shoot some nice videos and photos with this, and then we're going to start our paid advertising campaign. And then it's just hype. Yeah. And as soon as we have enough of a following that we feel ready to launch, then I'd like to say September. I'm saying September. That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes with the
marketing. If people like the look of the game and want to give it a go, what other conventions are you going to be at this year?
So far, I'm not actually booked into any other big conventions. I'm doing kind of more small local events. We're going to pop up to as many of those as possible. Possibly Tabletop Scotland, but I'm not sure yet. It's actually my birthday weekend, so I'm like, could be a good way to spend my birthday.
Maybe.
Also might be a bit much.
So basically, if people follow you on social media, they'll find out where you're going to be, won't they?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always posting on social media.
Cool.
And I also have, I have a newsletter, email newsletter. So each month I just I've started doing a vlog, just because again, it's kind of nicer to actually see.
Yeah.
I just let people know what I've been up to, where we're at, and then as soon as we're ready to launch, I'll let people know there as well.
Grand.
So yeah, social media, email is kind of the best way. And we have the pre-launch already on Kickstarter as well. So
cool, okay.
If people definitely want to be notified when we launch, they can sign up there as well.
Excellent. I'll put links to all that in the video description. That's right down there for people to click on. We wish you all the best, mate. We had a great time playing the game. Thoroughly recommend it to people. It's great fun. I guess we're of a similar age. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. Big fan of stuff like Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Nightmare, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I applied to be on Nightmare, got a letter back saying the show had been cancelled. I was absolutely gutted.
Oh, man.
So,
Man.
yeah.
And I have to say, actually, talking about that kind of genre and era, something that really stuck with me was Ghost Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was the first kind of like 3D, and I really, for me as a kid, I was like, wow, that's so exciting. It's so exciting to lift things up off the board.
Yeah.
It just really immerses you into a world. So it's something that I'd certainly tried to do with this game, and I'm bringing that into my other. Got a few other games in the works as well. So.
Do you ever play Key to the Kingdom?
No, I haven't actually.
I had a big board that folded out.
Oh.
There was a whirlpool in the middle of the board, and when your character moved into the whirlpool, all the other players had so many turns to get into it, the board would open up, and if you weren't in the whirlpool, your characters just got knocked off the board.
Wow, nice. That's the kind of thing, yeah. It's like, it's really like, it's like interesting. It's like, wow. And it's like, how else can you use a board?
No,
what else can it do? How else can we, I love that kind of design and attention to detail.
Anyway, let's not spend the rest of the day being all nostalgic and reminiscing.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching, and best of luck, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, see you.